Hi, long time no see. Today I'm going to show you how I roll a texture on a pot. Normally, when you're rolling a texture, it's easier to roll it on the flat surface on the slab. But how do you make the texture, put the texture onto a pot? Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did it on the wheel. And also here I have three different texture of the roller, and these are all the after fire, after finish. And this one is the texture on this piece of pot is from this roller. This is from this. This one is not very clear to see the texture, but it was from this. And yeah, how I roll a very deep texture onto a thrown pot. It's easier to roll it on the flat surface, but how I roll it on the vertical cylinder on the pot. Okay, I will show you how I did it. Okay, before I start the throw, I like to show you this is the copper cylinder, and I'm going to use the newspaper to wrap it. So to wrap it, and then you can cut the excess paper into the cylinder, and make sure you have a little bit here so that your hand can grab on this part instead of grabbing the newspaper, because we're going to pour out the cylinder first and then pour out the newspaper. And basically I'm going to throw a cylinder that is the similar size to this one, a little bit wider than this, and then I'm going to put this into the cylinder and then kind of color in to make the clay attach, fit it right on the cardboard cylinder so that we have a support inside. And then when we roll the texture, because we have a support on the inside, so we will roll the texture that is deep enough. Okay, that's the main idea of using this cardboard cylinder. I put some clay here to stick the newspaper together. Right, so I will start to throw the cylinder. I told you you want to throw the cylinder, the inside of the cylinder that is just a tiny little bit larger than the cardboard cylinder, the cardboard. And you could throw it a bit taller. would say that make the wall around 1/4 inch before you roll the texture. Now I have my cylinder made. Okay, now I am going to put my copper cylinder inside. Okay, after I put it in, now I'm going to squeeze it to color in so that the outside cylinder is fitting tight. Now it's sitting tight, and then since I'm going to roll the texture nice and clean, so I would like to remove all the slip. Make the surface nice and clean before I start to roll the texture. Okay, so now the surface is nice and clean, and then I'm going to roll the texture using this roller. So you can have many different possibilities by using different roller texture. So I have a support on the inside, this cardboard, so I could roll it a bit harder. So you can see that the texture has been rolled in deep enough. So if you are worried that the clay is sticking on the surface, you can maybe even add some baby powder on the surface. Okay, so now I roll my texture deep enough. Okay, and then I start to pull out the cylinder. Maybe change my angle. So I pull it out. Remember, I put the newspaper a little bit lower than the cylinder, so now I could just pick up the cylinder here. Okay, and then just try to find the inside of the newspaper, and you just roll it. So I pick up the newspaper from the inside. And now I'm going to stretch from the inside without touching the outside. Before I do that, I like to have a lot of lubrication, so I will put some slip of water inside of the cylinder. Alright, so now I'm starting to stretch from the inside of the cylinder without even touching the outside. Let me stop the wheel so you can see that once I stretch it, the texture starts to go like counterclockwise, go up. You need to be very slippery on the inside so that it's easier for you to stretch. So now from this point, I would smooth the rim. So just remember, when you are stretching, you want to do little by little. You don't do too quick, too fast. Smaller foot. So this is a bowl, a deep vase with the texture-rich surface, so that when you choose the glaze, you want to use the glaze that will show the texture nicely. And let me get my camera closer so that you will be able to see. You can see that texture is very deep because I have the support on the inside, so I could just you roll a slab on the table, you roll the texture onto the slab. And now it's a vertical, three-dimensional, so you need to find a very good support. And using a cardboard cylinder, you will achieve the job better. And of course, you got so many different choices of texture to roll on, so there are many different possibilities too. Okay, thanks for watching.